Welcome back to another episode of The Natty Teacher. I get all nervous when my wife's in these videos because she's just so gosh dang hot. Now, I am, of course, your host, The Natty Teacher, clearly. But I have a special guest with me. And this is her second appearance, so this is not an introduction. You have seen her before, and you will, I promise, see her again. Ooh, okay, yeah, somebody just slamming on their brakes up here. Be careful when you're driving. Regardless, I'm joined by my beautiful wife, Haley, the Natty Wife, the reason that the Natty Teacher is the Natty Teacher, for sure, no doubt about it. I would not have this channel without her, so a little shout out there. But now we have a little something different for you today. Last week we did kind of I loved the title, and it's one of my favorite pictures of my wife and I now, our little balance and bodybuilding, and I think we might even make that a little series, so every couple of weekends, maybe every 4th, 5th, 6th week, we'll do a little something personal like that. She didn't even know. But I liked that a lot. It seemed to get, people seem to dig that one. So anyways, today though, we're doing something a little different, and it's hard for me because I got to practice self-control with this one. But the wife is going to be throwing some rapid fire questions at me, and I'm going to try to answer them in as few words as possible and answer as many questions as I possibly can within somewhere between probably a 15 to 20 minute period. Okay, so she's just going to boom, 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 fire them off. And if there is one that needs explanation, if it's more complex, I'll call that out a little bit ahead of time. But if it does not need, if it's one that doesn't need explanation, I'm just going to answer. And I don't know these questions. So actually a few of them we did run through like 2 or 3. So those ones I know, but after the first 3, I don't know. They're going to be fresh to me. So anyways, honey, without further ado, hit me with the first question. What do you got?
What's your favorite muscle group?
Back, 100%. The back, yes.
What's your favorite brand protein powder?
Ooh. If money is not an issue, unlimited spending, Dimetize ISO 100 is my favorite whey protein powder ever.
How much can you bench?
For 1 rep, honestly, man, I'm not sure. The most I ever did, and it was recorded, so I have proof. I did 290 pounds for 10 reps, so 10 in a row. So for 1 rep, I have absolutely no idea. I never really tested that too often. So.
Okay. How big are your biceps?
The biggest they ever measured was 19 3/4 inches. That was pumped, mind you. But right now, because of quite a bit of fat loss over the past few years, I would say they are pumped closer to probably 19 inches.
Okay. What's more important? Pre-workout or post-workout supplements?
Supplements, I would say probably post-workout. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For supplements?
I would say yeah. Because we did a run through of this video, and it was getting a little too wordy. I was pontificating, and I had said pre-workout supplements. But the more I kind of thought about it, I could actually lean. I think I'd lean more towards post-workout supplements, and also maybe this is the next question. Post-workout nutrition is far more important. Well, not far more important, but more important than pre-workout nutrition as well, in my opinion. Both are important, though.
Squats or deadlifts?
I mean, they're working 2 completely different aspects of the body.
Just your preference?
Squats, for sure. Deep freaking squats.
Morning workout or night workout?
Morning workout, for sure. Yeah.
Fasted cardio or not fasted?
Me personally, nowadays, I would actually lean more towards. That's actually hard. I don't know. I'm catching myself here. During the summer, I do not fasted cardio. I work out in the morning and do cardio later on in the day. But I do really. I would say in a general answer, I would lean more towards fasted cardio because I like getting up, getting my body going, getting hydrated, and getting some movement in the morning. It's just a good feeling, for sure.
Red or blue?
It's not bodybuilding related at all, but blue. RDL
or stiff-legged deadlift?
RDLs for sure.
Why?
Yeah, absolutely. I just think you actually I think you can get more out of it, and I think that the risk of injury is going to be a little bit lower. Stiff-legged deadlifts, it's an old school movement, and they are a great movement. The problem is, though, I feel like when you're bringing the weight down, if you're doing a true stiff-legged deadlift where your legs are straight as a board, you kind of can't help but to arch your back forward at least a little bit, especially with heavier loads. So I would say, as far as the loading capabilities, I would say as far as the loading capabilities and also the a little bit less risk of injury, I would say an RDL is a superior movement.
Flat shoes or heel lifted shoes?
For like weight training?
Yeah.
Well, for upper body, absolutely flat shoes because you can plant your feet better.
Okay.
But it's something that I don't have a pair of, which I would really like to get a pair of. Is if you're talking about squats, I think that any slight elevation would be better. Just allows you to get better depth, leg press, squatting movements, all that kind of fun stuff.
What's your favorite kind of like strap, wrap, grip?
She knows this answer. The VersaGrips, and this was not a plug if you are familiar with Renaissance Periodization. They are now sponsored or partnered with VersaGrips, which is super badass, by the way. I'm jealous as heck. I have had VersaGrips for probably, 7-8 years now, something like that. So I kind of got them before I think they were really, really popular. Maybe when they first started to get popular. I've had the same pair. Put it that way. That should tell you something. And I do heavy rows every single week minus deload weeks, and pull downs and all that. I have worn the crap out of those things, and they still hold. I just can't believe it. I'll probably have to get a new pair at some point in the future, of course, but for right now, man, they're still holding strong after, again, probably somewhere between 6 and 8 years, literally. It's awesome.
For a lat pull down, what's your favorite kind of grip? Like wide, neutral,
I would say
narrow.
Wider than shoulder width, but not a ridiculously wide grip. Depends, though. If you were trying to actually train the lats in a lat pull down, I would absolutely recommend something that is just slightly wider than shoulder width. The wider you go, that does not create more width. That is a ginormous misconception. If anything, you're just going to work more upper back with a wider grip, which is cool. If you want to do a wide grip pull down to work your upper back, that's fine. But just know that you're working your upper back, not your lats. So something slightly wider than shoulder width, at least shoulder width or slightly wider. Watch my videos. Watch my horizontal pull day from this past week, even on my deload. You'll see some absolutely perfect lat pull down form. Technique is God tier, S tier. Ain't nothing God tier, only one God. Anyways, what else we got?
How long have you been working out?
Working out about over 11 years now. 11 years in the gym, but specifically training for bodybuilding, I would say since 2018, maybe, like seriously, maybe even maybe the first year we met, maybe 2019, because I feel like that's when I started to finally put all the pieces together with the most important things, which is the stuff outside of the gym, because you can train like a douche and be a pretty good bodybuilder if you have absolutely everything outside of the gym perfect. So 11 years in the gym, probably 5 to 6 years specifically for bodybuilding.
How much do you weigh right now?
Right now, last time I weighed in, I was 206.
When did you weigh in?
Well, that was last weekend. I haven't weighed in this weekend yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you say? 206?
I was 206, yeah. So I was like 19 pounds above my fully depleted state, which I definitely needed to be leaner for the stage, especially in the night show. I kind of spilled over a little bit, but
When's your next show?
man, good question. You tell me. I would say no earlier. This is hopefully for our viewers who have stuck around here. I appreciate you, first of all. Second of all, I don't have a perfect answer for that. I would say this off season, I would like to spend at least one entire year in the off season, but it may translate to about a year and a half of progress. I want to see how. The big thing is just what I look like and how I feel. If I'm staying lean in the off season, but I'm continuing to put on tissue, like right now, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of that, where I am still staying leaner, and I can get up to that 215, 220, 225 mark and still have like nice visible abs and, just be filling out my muscles more and more, then we'll keep pushing it. But once I hit that, the most I would want to weigh is probably 220, 225 before pushing down again. And a lot of that was definitely definitely a lot of added tissue in the legs. That's the big thing. That was my big fault from the judges for sure, and in both like size and overall conditioning. So we got to bring those bad boys way up, and we are. I've already seen some great progress for sure, but we're going to continue to bring those bad boys way up. Make our weaknesses our strength, folks. That's what we're going to do. All right. Anyway, so yeah, no answer yet. Probably no less than a year and a half to 2 years. Sorry, folks, for those of you who are, following along here. It's going to be a hot minute before we step back on stage.
Just more videos like this.
Mm-hmm.
How many calories are you eating in the day right now?
Little over 4,000. Yeah, a little over 4,000 calories. Right about that 4,000. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. She holds me accountable, man. She you got to get you a woman who holds you accountable.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Probably asparagus. I'm a big Ooh, actually, you know what? I don't know. Asparagus until I met her, because she makes a mad zucchini. It's like a zucchini that has, what do you put? It's like it's not even really fancy seasonings or anything. It's just like I can't think of like the term for it. Not like char grilled, but like a sauteed. There you go. Yeah, it's like a sauteed. Like she just like chops up zucchini, sautés it with some like basic seasonings.
Yeah, sometimes I'll put thyme on there, and I think that's when he likes it best.
Well, because it's the smell. The smell gets me.
Yeah,
it's always time for thyme. I'll tell you what, man. That is the truth.
If you had to pick one,
yep.
Carbs, fats, protein, like to eat, like your favorite, what would
Carbs.
be? Really?
Yeah. Favorite to eat? Absolutely, man. Some good cream of rice, some good rice, potatoes. I mean, think about any like plethora of like sweets. Come on, carbs are the way to go.
Dairy or no dairy?
No dairy, 100%. I would have said dairy in the past, and dude, I'll tell you this: if you are getting jacked and you're drinking some, Fairlife chocolate milk, dude, good on you. That's awesome. More power to you. Like, I am never gonna say that dairy is like the devil of food groups, but what?
I was gonna say, except you might have some inflammation.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it does cause inflammation, and then as you get a little older, okay, and this is just something that I don't want to age myself here. I'm 29, so I'm not like 70. But you will notice that there are certain food groups as you get older that if you didn't have an intolerance to them before when you were a kid or a teenager, all of a sudden in your mid, to late 20s, you start to pick up a little more of an intolerance to them. And I did notice that dairy for me, ice cream's hit or miss, but like milk and stuff, it started to get to my stomach for sure.
Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Oreos, for sure. 100% Oreos, yeah. I'm a big Oreos guy.
Jolly Rancher or saltwater taffy?
Man, saltwater taffy, again, not bodybuilding related at all, but I can appreciate the break in the monotony.
What temperature does your chicken need to be at?
165 degrees. I always thought it was 160, and I mean, put it this way, 160 is definitely safe, but I would recommend that if you don't have a food thermometer, get one, okay? You just never know. But yeah, get that chicken up to 165 degrees and make sure that it sits at 165 degrees, so it doesn't just hit it once and then climb back down. Make sure it stays steady and or is slightly above 165 degrees.
What is your number one top tip for meal prep?
Consistency, of course. Consistency.
Okay,
yeah.
but the actual doing it.
Oh, you mean wait.
Tools.
Oh.
I guess I should have said tool.
I will say this: my wife and I, we have one video idea we have is to, and this is something.
It'll be coming soon.
It will, yeah. Drop us a comment if you want to see anything more related to this, or if you think this is a good or a bad idea. We think it's a great idea, but there are definitely some meal prep hacks for you. If I was to pick just one, and no, it's not a rice cooker. Coincidentally, I cook my rice old school, but I make so much rice it just is fresh every 2 days right now, so it's not like it never has a chance to go bad. Man, number one of those little tips and tricks, I don't know. Honestly, and this is probably a goofy one, but just how much food we bake in the oven, there is, folks, a big difference between regular aluminum foil and heavy-duty aluminum foil. go down to Aldi, go to Walmart, Meijer, Kroger, Publix, wherever you at, Winn-Dixie, okay, and go get you a roll of heavy-duty aluminum foil.
Worth it.
It
So
is.
worth
Well,
it.
because what you can do is you don't have to wash your pans every time. We wash our pans probably once every couple months, honestly, because it doesn't spill. And if it does, it's maybe a drop or two, and you just wipe it out real quick. You know, when it's cooled down, you're good to go. It is absolutely worth it 100%. So yeah, get you some heavy duty aluminum foil. We have like probably 100 more, but we'll hand select a few of those for our next time. We'll go a little more in depth with those and do a full video on that in the near future. So,
Turkey burger or ground beef?
are we talking health wise
Like
or flavor?
preference.
Oh, beef, 100%. Yeah, yeah. Turkey burgers are good, but beef is much more flavorful.
What is... My brain's going a bunch of different routes right now. What's a highly recommended drink? Like every day?
Water. Yeah, drink your water, folks. Put it this way, people are probably gonna if you saw the amount of stuff that I drink, you'd probably be like, damn, that's sad. Like, I'll have my energy drink, sure. That's kind of like my dessert, and also like my break in the monotony of drinking water. I literally just drink water. You can ask my wife. I just drink water. That's in lemon water. So that's my new thing lately, and because of this one right here again. Dude, you got to drink water. I absolutely. I think people have this weird misconception. You can tell me if I'm wrong here, honey, but I think people have a weird misconception that it's like a gallon a day.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, that's great. I would say a gallon a day for somebody who is seriously bodybuilding, that's like the low end. I would say that's the low end. 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons should be that range. Even off-season contest prep. I mean, prep's different because you're going to get different recommendations from coaches and from, the amount of water your body's going to need to hydrate itself. It's going to just play a little different. But that's like the low end. So for those of you who go out and buy a gallon of water and just walk around with it all day, hey, more power to you, but fill it back up again when you're done with the first one. Because drink a lot of water, put it that way. What else you got? We're only a couple minutes away from my parents. We only got time for a couple more. What else?
How much do you bench?
Did we already answer this?
I think we answered it in the last one.
No, it was in this one. It was definitely in this one. Yeah, 290 for 10.
Sorry.
Again, and it was recorded.
I'm losing them. I don't have many more that I can think of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like one last one you want to do real quick, because we're only a minute or so away. And me and my parents at their house before we all head out together, so we're gonna go from there.
What's your favorite thing to do on a rest day?
Look, we got to keep this channel school appropriate, so I can't really go super in depth with that. But honestly, and it's gonna sound cliche, I just like to sit there with my wife and our kid, our beautiful daughter, maybe watch a show, maybe just chat. We got a nice big couch we can all comfortably fit on, and it's just nice sometimes to just sit on there and relax. It sounds simple, and for those of you who are like 18, 19 watching this video, you're like I get it. Trust me, I get it. It's like, what are rest days? I get it. But it's the little things as you get older that it's like, dear God, this just feels good to just sit here and do nothing. It is a nice, especially during the school year when you're go. Yeah, just chit-chat around. We got this question book that has like 2,000 questions in it. Well, I think we got it. Yeah, we brought it.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, it's like little things like that. It keeps your relationship fresh. We get to chat. We ask each other questions. We talk about our weeks, talk about our days, and just have some fun, man. It's a nice thing. So, anyways, all right, we'll cut it there. Here's the nice part about a video like this, and you guys know this is true, man. I will respond to your comments. I don't think I've missed one on 100 uploads between regular uploads and shorts, but I've responded to everything, or at least given it a thumbs up. So drop any other questions you may have down in the comments below. I'll answer them. And if it's a really good question, maybe I'll throw it in one of my intros and do like a little bit more of a lengthened answer for it. If it, is something where I don't want to type out like 3-4 paragraphs or a page or, a book. So drop your comments below. I appreciate y'all for, sticking with myself and, my wife, of course, too, because I look at this channel as, it ain't just, I get that obviously I am the one on there 99% of the time by myself, but I promise you this channel would not exist if it wasn't for my wife and some of my friends as well. And, so it's a journey together for sure, and it's exciting. So anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Join me tomorrow. We are out of the deload week, thank God. I have been chomping at the bit to get back into the gym heavy. Obviously, I've been in the gym, but to be able to, I just miss it. You just see all these extra plates and stuff I want to freaking load up, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. So I don't. I have enough self-control. That's the real self-control is not pushing yourself sometimes in the gym, allowing your body to heal. But man, I'll tell you what, I'm ready to freaking annihilate it tomorrow. I can't wait. So anyways, I pulled into the wrong spot here. Join me tomorrow as we start a new series as well. An exciting one, a motivating one for me, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. But for today, we're at my parents', so we're going to get out of here, go have some fun with them. I am the natty teacher. She is the natty wife, and this last, I guess logically last episode of summer school, even though yesterday kind of was, this is like officially the end of it. It's over, even though summer's still going on. Is out. I will catch y'all on the flippity freaking flop.